American or French or something.
Probably like Francis Dodge.
Yeah.
Francis.
in the 1990s, first going as the Dodge Brothers Company strived to provide the population with automobiles like none other. All right, the early life.
Dodge.
Would you change? All right, the early life of Dodge. First started as a part and assembly supplier for Detroit-based manufacturers like Ford, soon rebranding their company to go by the Dodge Brothers Motor Company. In 1914, Dodge manufactured their first automobile, named it the Dodge Model 3035 touring car, marketed as an upscale competitor to Ford's Model T. 3030 repeater.
Sorry.
Dodge created a strong reputation for themselves really early into its lifetime, having their cars ranked second in U.S. sales as early as 1916. Dodge's Model 35s were used as used in the army as convoy vehicles along the U.S.-Mexican border because of how well they were made.
That is true. If you look at even in games and films, you'll see Dodge trucks as like military and convoy vehicles.
Damn. Popping off with the military.
Like Chrysler, they got a hold of this.
Don't know how.
In this era, John Dodge, I didn't put his middle name, but he died in the 1920s from pneumonia in January. They didn't give an exact day. I don't know.
He just died of pneumonia in the 20s.
In the 20s, in January. The other brother died later that year due to a liver disease. So they both died in the same year.
Oh, jeez.
And in 1925, the Dodge company was sold to an investment group, Dillon Read and Co., being the largest cash transaction in history, rendering to no less than $146 billion US dollars, which would be about 2.25 billion in current USD. On October 31st, 1925, Dodge Brothers Incorporated acquired a 51.9, I don't know where I got 0.9 percent interest in Graham Brothers Incorporated for $13 million or $200 million in 2021 monies. And the remaining 49% on May 1st, 1926. In 1927, Dodge was sold to the new Chrysler Corporation. In 1928, and a stock transferred instead of a cash for $170 million, which would be $2.6 billion.
Sorry.
Who had attempted to purchase Dodge 2 years earlier. Okay, on January 2nd, 1929, Chrysler announced that the Graham badge was dropped and Chrysler was now building Dodge Brother trucks. So this is like a pre-war era, before World War II and all that.
Mm-hmm. Before they become that military, joint operation and shit, like most of the factories.
Yeah. But like they made like war vehicles for like the Mexican.
For the Mexican war, yeah, true.
And so this is like before World War II. To fit better in Chrysler's corporation lineup, alongside low-priced Plymouth and medium-priced DeSoto, Dodge lineups were early 1930s were trimmed down to a core group of two lines, with their medium line and their like more small cars. Bless you. As Plymouth cars were sold at Chrysler dealerships, Dodge branded vehicles were sold at lower alternative costs to DeSoto and Plymouth. For the 1930s, Dodge took another step up by adding a new 8-cylinder line to replace the senior 6-cylinder, which I think we all know what 8-cylinder I'm talking about.
Of course, we should start with the V8 craze, aren't we?
Alrighty. All right. To enhance production in 1932, Chrysler bought a factory in Los Angeles, California, where Chrysler, DeSoto, Dodge, and Plymouth vehicles were built until the factory closing in 1971.
Damn. All right.
In World War II, Chrysler was prolific in the production of war material, especially from 1942 to 1945. So this is when they're like helping out the government, taking war bonds and all that. Dodge readily built upon the reputation of the WC series for itself by carrying it over into civilian models after the war, beginning with the successful Power Wagon, including them with
introduced with minimal modification almost immediately after the war in 1945. I got it from here, don't worry. Right. Post-war, civilian production at Dodge was restarted by late 1945. Dodge found a ready market for its products as America discovered the joys of freeway travel. This situation improved when Dodge introduced a new line of Dodges called the Dart. Oh shit! To do battle against Ford. Dodge Dart. Yeah. It's not the shitty 4-wheel drive one like today.
It's not. No, it's a good one. It's a good one.
It's the big V8.
The V8 Hemi having
4-speed. I want to say something, but I can't.
Say it.
This situation improved when Dodge introduced a new line of Dodges called Dart to do battle against Ford, Chevy, and Plymouth. The result was Dodge sales in the middle price class collapsed. Dodge entered the compact car field for 1961 with a new Lancer, a variation of Plymouth's Valiant. Nice. Though it was not initially successful, the Dart range that succeeded the Lancer in 1963 would prove to be one of the division's top sellers for many years. Chrysler made an ill-advised move to downsize the Dodge and Plymouth full-size lines for 1962, which resulted in the loss of sales. Damn it, Chrysler. However, they turned this around in 1965 by turning those former full sizes into new mid-size models. Dodge revived the Coronet nameplate in this way, and later added a sporty fastback version called the Charger. Oh shit! Dodge targeted the muscle car market of the late 1960s and early 1970s, along with the Charger. Models like the Coronet RT and Super B were popular with the buyers seeking performance. Not to mention the Dodge Charger Daytona, which was an absolute beast and beauty on the track. The pinnacle of this effort was the introduction of the Challenger Sports Coupe and convertible, Dodge's entry to the punting car class. In 1970, which offered everything from mild economy engines up to the race-ready Hemi V8 in the same package. The Dodge Magnum was introduced for 1978 to supplement the Dodge Charger. The appearance was somewhat of a rounded-off Charger. It was in response to getting a car that would be eligible for NASCAR that could be more aerodynamic, something that the 75 to 78 Charger was not. The Dodge Charger Daytona was the first car to reach 200 miles per hour.
Yeah, it was 204.
204 miles per hour.
Damn.
Or first mass production car.
Yeah, first mass production.
That's a big W.
Mm-hmm. The modern era. Everything came to a head in 1979 when Chrysler's new chairman, Lee Iacocca, requested and received federal loan guarantees from the United States Congress in an effort to save the company from having to file bankruptcy. With the federal loan in hand, Chrysler quickly set to work on new models that would leave the past behind. Through the late 1980s and 90s, Dodge's designation as a sporty car division was backed by a succession of high-performance and/or aggressively styled models. The Dodge Viper is a sports car that was manufactured by Dodge SRT for 2013 and 2014. The Viper, which featured an aluminum V10 and composite sports roadster body. This was the first step in what was targeted as the new Dodge, which was an aggressive advertising campaign with a litany of new models. Public reaction was so enthusiastic that Chief Engineer Roy Schroberg was directed to develop it as a standard production vehicle.
Such a boy.
But then, Chrysler chairman Lee Iacocca delayed approving the $70 million needed to put the sports car into production, saying it was a lot to spend without assurance of financial return. Schroberg selected 85 engineers to be Team Viper, with development beginning in March 1989. The production body was completed in fall 1989, with the chassis prototype running in December. By auto industry standards, $70 million was not a lot of money, but the potential improved image was fantastic. The powerful two-seater, which sold for $52,000, sparked immediate interest in the Dodge brand among enthusiasts and the automotive press. The Viper had 5 generations, with the 5th being the last of its line, yet the most powerful and exotic looking. With an aluminum V10 rated at 645 brake horsepower and 600 foot-pound torque, and a 6-speed manual transmission, as well as the bells and whistles in modern sports car, including four-way analog brakes, 4-piston disc brakes, and stability control. The Charger, featuring Chrysler's first mainstream rear-wheel drive platform since the 1980s and the revival of the Hemi V8, the Charger was launched in 2006 on the same platform, with all base models including a 3.6-liter V6 engine producing 296 horsepower under S16 badging. The latest generation in 2015 got its most recent facelift, most notably the new front end featured new LED lights and a more aerodynamic nose that was less angled and featured a noticeable curve around the headlight housing. The Super B platform, later called Scat Pack, was available, using the accessories and badges reminiscent of the 60s and 70s muscle car. For 2020, the Charger Hellcat came standard with a wide body to accommodate an improved tire suspension package. Dodge has added a new trim for 2020 called the SRT Hellcat Red Eye. The Hellcat Red Eye produces a measly 797 horsepower V8 supercharged engine. Anyways, we don't talk about that build. That Demon's cool though. 840 horse from factory.
Demon is cool though.
AC for the engine. Seats are optional. Jag purpose built. What else do you want?
Damn. So
$85,000.
Oh, $85,000. Not bad.
So, what do you think of Dodge, boys?
It's like Chrysler and Plymouth.
I like.
It's like Chrysler but successful.
Yeah, but successful.
Sorry.
I'll take the. Hold on.
Please say it.
I'm trying to find it. I'll take a late 60s Charger.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
With the
Gloss black.
Gloss black.
I got pulled up right here. I'd take a Dodge Daytona.
Daytona.
Oh.
I'd take the Charger.
The Charger.
Just the Charger. Yeah. Not the Daytona.
I would take the Daytona, to be honest with you.
All right, but there's a difference. There's a Dodge Daytona and the Dodge Charger Daytona.
Basically, do you want the modern one or do you want the old one?
The old one. Because honestly, though, I'm about to say it. When I saw that shit in Fast and Furious 6 with Dom driving that shit, even though he crashed it afterwards, still a pretty good looking car, though. But yeah, that was Dodge. Thanks, thank y'all for listening.